Well, good evening. It is exactly 9 p.m. Welcome to the broadcast tonight, the third day of October 2024. I do hope you had a fantastic Thursday from wherever you are watching. My name is Sammy Adika and our sign language interpreter is Boniface Mureithi. Well, starting us off with what is currently the talk in town is that embattled Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua has yet again suffered a major blow after his bid to prevent the planned impeachment motion was declined. This after High Court Judge Bahati Mwamuye declined to issue orders stopping the public participation exercise on the impeachment motion against DP Rigathi Gachagua. Now, Justice Mwamuye certified the case as urgent and directed it to be mentioned on 9th of October 2024 virtually to confirm compliance and take directions on the expedited hearing and determination of the matter. Now, the DP, through his legal team, says the intended impeachment process against him is essentially seeking to overturn the sovereign will of Kenyans who voted for him to be the deputy president, further stating that the planned public participation is a violation of various constitutional provisions, including his constitutional rights, as the exercise denies him administrative action. Well, still on matters impeachment of Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua. Now, the Mau Mau Original Trust Organization in Narok County has called on President William Ruto to intervene and resolve the standoff between his deputy Rigathi Gachagua and the National Assembly after majority of members of parliament appended their signatures to impeach the DP. Now led by their chairman Daniel Kamau, the group says impeaching the deputy president would hike political temperatures in the country and slow down development. Kamau has also called on the deputy president to tone down and listen to his boss as they work towards delivering their promises to Kenyans.
Kulingana na sheria ama vile tulikuchagua ufanye, sisi tulikuchagua ili uweze kutetea ama kusaidia Wanakenya zaidi ya milioni 60. Na kulingana na maneno yale yanaendelea, mimi ninajua ama sisi wa Kenya tunajua uko na nguvu kabisa ya kuweza kukomesha maneno ama tabia zinazofanywa na wabunge. Kwa sababu sisi tukiwa watoto descendant wa Mau Mau, tunaona wabunge hawa wanataka kurudisha Kenya nyakati zile za ukoloni, na ni jambo ambalo haliwezekani kurudi tukiwa watumwa. Rigathi Gachagua amekuwa akitetea watu ambaye waliangamizwa na wakoloni nyakati zile, na ikiwa anatetea wale wanyonge ama wale walioadhiriwa. Kwa hivyo tumeomba kwa unyenyekevu ya kwamba Excellency, hakuwezekani mdogo wako aweze kufukuzwa ama kuondolewa katika ofisi. Can you remember wakati ulikuwa unaunukiwa na wadosi wako ambao wamekuwa hapo mbele zako? Sisi wa Kenya tuliweza kusimama kidete pamoja na wewe, tukua wananchi wa Kenya. Tuliweza kukutetea. Hakika haukuweza kufukuzwa katika ofisi, uliweza kumaliza muda wako vile upasavyo. Sasa natukuomba kwa hiari moja ya kwamba hata huyu mwenzako wewe kaa chini na yeye, muongeleshane, muwe kitu kimoja, ili sisi wananchi wa Kenya tuweze kuwa na amani.
Well, we all waiting to see how Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua will defend himself come 8th October, that is next week Tuesday. Now, away from that, on matters education, High Court has suspended the new university funding model in an urgent case which it has cited as discrimination in the model. Justice Chacha Mwita ordered the filing of submissions by respondents yet to do so within 14 days ahead of highlighting of oral submissions on December 16th, while noting that delayed filing by the Attorney General, Education Cabinet Secretary and Kenya Universities and Colleges Central Placement Service, that is KUCCPS, had stalled the case. Now, the petition had been filed on October 13th, 2023 by the Kenya Human Rights Commission, Elimu Bora Working Group, Boaz Waruku and a student caucus, which argued that the funding model locks thousands of students out of higher education, hence discriminatory. Now, the petitioners also cited that the implementation of the new funding model as a breach of the right to education and that President William Ruto failed to follow the due process while launching the model. Now heading to Uasin Gishu County is that students at Moi University in Eldoret, Uasin Gishu County, staged demonstrations rejecting the Senate's decision to shut down the institution indefinitely. Now the students say they already paid school fees and rent and all they want is to go back to their lecture halls, while demanding that the institution overturns its decision to suspend learning. Now, the Moi University's Senate resolved to closing the institution following the ongoing lecturer strike that has lasted for about a month now. Now, lecturers are demanding, among other issues, payment of their salary arrears. Let's take a look.
Ultimatum condition, Vice Chancellor wetu afungue university before 6 p.m. Leo hakuna comrade maeneo nyumbani. Wazazi wanatuona kama wezi, wanaongeza pesa kila siku. University funguliwe, wasome anze leo.
Wanafunzi tumekuja shule kusoma, alafu wengine wamelipa rent, wazazi wana spend on shopping, alafu mtu anakuja anasema endeni wapi? Nyumbani. Kwani anatuona aje? Sisi tumekuja hapa kusoma. Tumekuja hapa kusoma.
Very simple. VC must go. We want to go back to class. Na hatutoki hapa tuko hapa. Because gay must go. This issue of tribalism must end in Moi University. Comrades, go!
Si ametuchosha. Hapa tumekuja tumespend, tumelipa rent, na hakuna kenye tunafanywa. Masomo tusomi na wengine wetu tunaangamia. Na tumelipa rent ya kutosha. So haki yetu bwana watulipie.
As Moi University comrades, we want to go back to class. We have paid full fees. Some of us have paid rent. We want to go back to class. We want the lecturers to be paid. We are not interested in who is being the VC or who is not being the VC. What we want is to go back to class as comrade of Moi University. It's been 5 weeks, no learning. Now nothing is going on in Moi University. We are not going home.
Now, the United Democratic Alliance UDA party has distanced itself from Nandi's Senator Samson Cherargei's bill to extend the term limits of the president and other elected leaders. UDA Secretary General Omar Hassan says the masterminds and sponsors of the bill are preoccupied with sensational directions and legislative mischief and have not engaged in sufficient reflections with regards to the historical origins, institutional basis and political necessity of term limits. Now, this comes even as the ruling party is facing division among its top officials over the decision to impeach Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua. The bill that risks receiving public backlash comes barely 2 years after Fafi Member of Parliament Salah Yakub proposed the removal of presidential term limits and replaced the 2 5-year term limit with an age limit of 75. Now, begging the question, could the bill come to life in future, since it seems to be a discussion among a few members of the ruling party?
And your government and the party to provide a platform so that all of you can participate in our democracy and our policy making. Kwa hivyo nikisema hii sasa ni yenu, tujue vile tumeamka hapa na vile tunaondoka. Nikisema, wajua mimi zamani ilikuwa tukisema power unafikiria Moi University imepasuka. Na mimi nilifukuzwa because I asked for the change of name of Moi University. Lakini bado Moi University inaitwa Moi University. Degree yangu iko pale imeandikwa Moi University. Moi ameenda, labda pia jina litakwenda siku moja. Lakini there's nothing in a name. It's the content of character of all of you, so that we can be able to build a country ambapo sisi we are more accommodative. Moi katika historia yetu will remain our second president. Na kama vile Kibaki atakuwa watatu, kama vile Uhuru atakuwa wanne, kama vile Ruto atakuwa watano, na inshallah kwa mapenzi ya Mungu mmoja wenu atakuwa wa sita. Nikisema comrades power, tuseme power kwa hii nguvu ambayo nimesema. Comrades power!
Well, quite an interesting bill right there. We're waiting to see how it will go. Now, the Treasury Secretary John Mbadi has unleashed a scanning attack on the control of budget and her office operations, now accusing her officers of engaging in rent-seeking and hampering county government operations. In a consultative meeting in Naivasha during the quarterly high-level consultative meeting with the Council of Governors Health Committee, Mbadi said it is unfair that county officials in the finance department had to travel from as far as Turkana County to get their monies cleared, yet that would be an assignment done on phone. Now, Mbadi, who was responding to queries from the governors on matters late disbursement of funds as well as conversations on increasing county allocations, accused the control of budget of introducing unnecessary bottlenecks in disbursement, noting that there should be a working system that does not have artificial human interference so as to ensure disbursement of funds immediately.
Governors, I want to give you a challenge. It's a challenge that I'm giving governors. I know you have had a lot of difficulties in even managing the wage bill in your counties, especially those governors who are coming in the office for the first time. But I want to dissuade you from borrowing bad manners from national government. There are so many offices that you are just creating because they exist in national government. We should put pressure on the national government to disband those offices instead of replicating them at the counties. They make no sense, they are of no use, unnecessary number of advisors for border, advisors for fishermen or fishing community. They don't add value. They don't add value. Even in the national government, we have too many advisors which don't add value at all. You have line officers, technocrats, people who are, if they are not up to the task, they should be removed from office and then others take over their responsibilities instead of again replicating and creating the same position. So I would challenge you that you don't borrow these bad manners from the national government. Instead, you should help put pressure on the national government to leave their bad habits and employ prudent use of public resources.
Well, Boniface Mureithi and I will be taking a short commercial break. Don't go too far, for we shall be back in a couple of minutes.
This week on Hope Devotion.
Where does my help come from? It is not coming from the mountains. It's not coming from any other source. It is coming from the Lord.
Join Reverend Erastus Oyando as he shares the Word of God on the topic of hope in desperation.
The presence of Jesus will make sense. The presence of Jesus will turn tables upside down. The presence of Jesus will bring hope in that desperation situation. I will sing the Lord's praise, for he has been good to me.
Start your day with hope every morning from 6 to 7 a.m. Hope TV. Look and live.
I've actually been trying to find a balance. It's been really tough and hectic, but everyone says once you get a hang of it, it becomes better, and I don't know, but I'm hoping to find a balance soon because it's really been hectic. But you've been in the job industry for a long time, so I think you would know better. Sindio?
Huh? What time is it? I need to catch up on Leadership Forum. Do they have a radio here? Never mind. I brought my own.
No way. You can't be serious. Wait, why do you have a radio and you can just catch up with the shows on Hope FM podcasts?
Really? Even Meet of the One?
I mean, you can find them on whatever platform, name it. AfriPods, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, you name it.
But I'm not subscribed on any of them.
So no worries. You can just check out the latest episodes on hopemediakenya.org.
You can now listen to select Hope FM programs on your favorite podcast streaming platform or directly on our website, www.hopemediakenya.org. Listen and live.
Well, welcome back. This is Newswatch right here at Hope TV. Now, on matters business, Equity Bank and Laikipia County have signed a memorandum of understanding that seeks to transform lives by enhancing outcomes in agriculture, health and education sectors. Now, speaking during the signing ceremony, Laikipia County Governor, that is Joshua Irungu, acknowledged the bank's consistent dedication to uplifting communities while expressing optimism that the partnership will help transform lives across the county. Now, on his side, Equity Bank Kenya Acting Managing Director Moses Nyabanda says the MOU seeks to make Laikipia County a potential center of excellence with plans to extend the partnership to other counties in a bid to transform livelihoods. Now, Absa Bank Kenya PLC has officially launched the Absa Kenya Foundation, a social arm that will accelerate its positive impact and sustainability commitments within the country. Now, while officiating the event, Prime Cabinet Secretary Musalia Mudavadi underscored the urgency for heightened collaboration between the government and the private sector in addressing some critical societal challenges. On his side, Cabinet Secretary for the Environment, Climate Change and Forestry, Aden Duale, noted that the government is ready to collaborate with the private sector to accelerate environmental and climate action.
Your choice of Karura Forest for this important event reaffirms your commitment to support Kenya in managing the impact of climate-related shocks, including frequent drought and severe flooding. Your efforts will no doubt make a difference in our agenda for green growth. I presume you will take this opportunity to identify critical areas of collaboration.
In terms of the pillars, they are the result of research. There is a representative from Stedman who was here with us today. They helped us with the research on key pillars and key areas. So we looked at where is the need in our country today.
Including supporting the government to scale up the ongoing tree planting agenda. This will enable us to achieve the target of planting 15 billion trees even before 2032. And my colleague has spoken elaborately on this. We must also broaden the horizon by considering new areas where the government and the financial services sector can work together, enhance climate change adaptation and mitigation, including jointly mobilizing capital, driving innovation, and establishing frameworks for promoting sustainable development.
But we also looked at who else is doing what. You know, the needs are many, but are there areas where there is already a lot of activity going on, and are there areas where we can, play into? Additionally, as a financial institution, there are certain areas where we've already been strong. Helping entrepreneurs and small businesses has been one of the core areas of focus for Absa. And so we feel the bank, outside of the foundation itself, will be bringing some skills and knowledge into that space as well.
Now, away from that, heading to Nakuru County, The County Assembly of Nakuru has today handed over the rights of hosting the County Assembly's Sports Association Games to Bungoma County Assembly in a ceremony held at the host's premises. Now, the 5th edition of the County Assembly's Sports Association Games event will take place from 18th to 27th of October 2024 at Kibabii University grounds, with all the 47 counties expected to participate. Now, participating counties have also been warned against fielding ineligible players and instead to stick to the rules of fair play to ensure a successful tournament.
And I said earlier on, we promise to give you the best. Although Speaker Cliffy saying he wants to import, we have enough. No need. So, I'm promising that we give our best, we prepare for the best, and we urge that all the county assemblies partake these games because that a unifying factor apart from.
It is our honor, it is our pride to be able to make sure that we are the ones, the honorable members, and the speakers, and the staff of all the county assemblies kuona kwamba wao ndio wataparticipate. Something that is really encouraging us as Nakuru, we would have wanted to keep the chain. We would have wanted to keep rights. Lakini wakati tumesikia ni Bungoma, tukaona kwamba
for a meeting, the HR heads in all 47 county assemblies, with the team managers, please avoid mamluki because you have a new technology. Avoid mamluki. We'll work together with the police to make sure. Yes. It is true. This time round, it's not easy. If a county assembly brings a mamluki, kunivunjia mheshimiwa.
Well, that right there marks the end of Newswatch tonight. Many thanks for always keeping it right here at Hope TV. My name is Sammy Adika, and our sign language interpreter Boniface Wraithy on the right-hand side, bottom right of your screen. Do have a lovely night. See you tomorrow.